Okay, so this is Tuesday podcast, and we were just having a conversation. I put something. I did a TikTok about just like it's like when a kid is young and they have a temper tantrum. You're like they're tired or hungry.
Okay.
I mean, you got to have a go-to.
Yeah.
You got it, right? When your kid is getting into those like teen years and they're being really terrible, hormones, puberty's hitting. Okay. So you got to have an excuse for something, right? When you're pregnant, there's like, oh, like I'm creating this. Oh, you're pregnant. Okay. So now all of a sudden,
menopause.
Everything is menopause.
Yeah.
Now, I feel like I'm having a lot of issues. Did I not have issues before though?
No.
Oh, really? Oh, is that right? Everything was fine?
Yeah.
There was no problems?
No.
What about that time I got a really itchy rash?
Your hormones. That was, you have been here.
But that was a long time ago. So
my friend, you were on, this is graphic. So if you're not a graphic person, plug your ears. You were having blowouts from your period on like the bus where it was you said the blood was so bad you couldn't even, nothing.
That was aging. I appreciate that. It was a change.
That was perimenopause.
But like there was a rash once, but I was too young to say it was menopause then. I had
very different.
No, but like
because peri's like 10 years.
Maybe that was like 7 years ago.
It's so long.
But like you can't just say everything is peri.
Okay, hormones, which is perimenopause.
No, but like, okay, I didn't have any problems when.
Oh, for sure you did.
Right. So just because there's something wrong with my mouth.
Speaking of perimenopause.
I don't know what it is. It's not a particular tooth. I do know that I sleep.
Just go to Dr. Google here for a second.
I Googled it. I was like, it's not my teeth that hurt. I would say it's my gums. But I definitely, since quitting sleeping pills, I think the sleeping pills made me so relaxed that I relaxed my jaw.
Okay.
I think I sleep like this.
Ooh.
And I need to go get Botox in the masseter. I said that to my husband. He's like, the what? They put Botox in here for clenching because a couple things happen. Number one, you can break down your teeth and chip your teeth from clenching in the night. But also you can grow your masseter, which over time makes a woman look more masculine because her muscle here is bigger. So when I think I just need a whole bunch of Botox in here, but then I'm worried.
Yeah.
Because I've been seeing these things that come up that say Botox. Do you hear the word in there? Tox. It's toxic and it's going to stay in your body. Now, I don't want to lose like the ability to close my jaw. What if I had so much Botox in my jaw? I was just like this all the time, Kat.
I think you just need more.
All right, Hawk.
You probably need yoga. What's it called? Not they're like it's like unrandom, not normal, like more like more obscure.
Kind of like out of nowhere.
What about more obscure symptoms? Because the symptoms are plentiful, right? And we were actually talking to someone recently. They came up to us. Hold on, let me see.
It's just sore in my mouth.
While the classic symptoms of perimenopause are well known.
We were going to be searching for
hold on, wait. I've got
hurt jaws.
I am on to something here. Are you ready? Okay, listen to this. So the original like the good 10, right? Like just like irregular menstrual cycles, hot flashes and night sweats, mood changes, sleep disturbances, vaginal dryness and discomfort, reduced libido, weight gain and changes in body composition, brain fog, memory issues, joint pain and muscle aches, urinary issues, breast tenderness, changes in hair and skin. Okay, that's just the wide average. Then we get into more.
By the way, all those things seem to happen with men, but theirs isn't menopause. It's just age.
Because they don't go through menopause.
So
then,
isn't it just aging?
While the classic symptoms are well known, some more obscure or lesser known symptoms can also affect some women. Here, they're not widely discussed. Welcome to the Cat Nat Unfiltered podcast.
Don't you dare say anything about jaw and mouth pain.
Burning mouth syndrome.
No,
a sensation of burning or tingling in the mouth or lips, often exacerbated by hormonal shifts.
I don't have that yet.
Electric shock sensations, sudden shock-like sensations in the head or body. I've had that before.
Weird.
Gum problems and bleeding.
Tell me more.
Increased sensitivity, tenderness, and tenderness.
In the mouth.
Yep. Digestive issues. Shocker. Itchy, crawling skin. Allergies and histamine sensitivities. Body odor change. Body odor changes, so you begin to smell.
That's gross.
Tinnitus, ringing in the ears. Heart palpitations. Dry eyes. Thank you, Chi-Chi. Loss of balance or dizziness. Cold flashes. Similar to hot flashes.
Oh, I had one of those last night.
Well,
I was so cold. But then my daughter came in and she's not going through my house. She's like, I'm so cold.
Loss of muscle mass.
Well, yes, we know that.
Nail changes. Increased acne. Heightened sense of smell or sensory sensitivities. Anxiety and phobias. That's just some of them.
That's literally
everything
that could ever go wrong.
So.
But you know what? A woman said, it's like everything. People, they kind of scare you with like childbirth, and they kind of scare you with everything by saying it's going to be so bad, right?
Yeah.
I always love the possibility that it could be better than they say.
The only thing I'm thinking is that you had a really easy childbirth. This might not be your time, but maybe it is.
But even if this is it, I would say
it's really good.
It's really not that bad, and that's what that woman was saying to us. She came and she talked to us at the game.
Okay, so we met someone and we were in the stands, and she's like, "No one's talking about like perimenopause and menopause," and I was like, "Well, there's lots of chatter about perimenopause and lots of chatter about menopause, but like none of us really know." Because I said to her, "Do you ever think that it's everyone around you who is aware that things are changing, but because you're living it, you don't really think about it? It's just like if you are like more anxious, it could just be I had too much coffee. If you are not sleeping well, it could just be like too much is on your mind." So there's so many things that you can also attribute to just life.
Yeah.
And like if you are losing muscle mass, well, everybody's losing muscle mass if you're not working out. Like everybody is.
Yeah.
So some of it is, I think, good for people around you to educate themselves, because heart palpitations I've heard is a big one, and people do get concerned about their heart. I've told a few people, like, I'm like, go.
Like, was she kind of saying,
I think I'm in it. I don't know if I'm in it. I feel like I should be in it, but like,
it's not that bad is what I kind of was concluding from her. And then I said to her, I said, maybe it won't be as bad as they say. But being in it and experiencing it, it's like, you can give things, I know it's important to like, you shouldn't have to go through any sort of like pain or any discomfort if there are alternative ways to fix it.
I take my drugs. I love my drugs.
Here's a question.
Because you have to go do all the blood work all the time.
Why shouldn't I be doing what you're doing?
You should be, but you don't go. You're like, I don't want to go do you multiple times.
No, I don't really care about doing blood work. I've done it with her multiple times.
But you're like,
she prescribed you something.
Yeah. Oh, because at the time you were blood worked, you didn't have the low levels or something. Like, because you have to have certain low levels of something to get the drug. So you have to have, like my doctor explanation, you have to have low levels of something. So they change your levels. So I'm on, I think I've always had low these things too, by the way. Like, this is not shocking to me.
So what do you take?
Progesterone.
When do you take that?
Every night.
Okay. You take progesterone every night.
And then testosterone.
Do you have to consistently take it every night, or could you like skip it?
No. It's I don't know.
Every night.
Yeah, just like before I go to bed.
Okay.
I take.
And it helps with sleep, I hear.
If you need it, yeah. You have to have the right levels. And then I take testosterone.
When do you take that?
You're supposed to, it's like a cream. You're supposed to put it on every day.
Put on the cream where?
Like wherever. It's like on your skin.
Vagina?
No, it's not in your, that's estrogen. No, I don't do
that.
No, I don't have that. I don't have that.
No.
And if you do, it's totally normal.
What do you do?
I don't have it.
No, what does it do?
I don't know.
Like, does it get it wet?
What are you talking about right now?
I don't know. Why do you put the cream on the vagina?
Because it's got to go in that's where your hormone is.
In your vagina?
Your estrogen.
Can you do it under your armpit?
No, I don't think that's where your sex hormone is.
It's for sex?
No! Oh my God, you are being an asshole right now.
No, I'm being dead serious.
It's not.
Why don't you have to put it on your vagina?
I don't have it.
You don't have what?
Estrogen.
Didn't you say you take progesterone?
That's not. Are you fucking shitting me right now?
I don't know all this stuff.
Progesterone is one hormone. Yes. Estrogen is another.
And testosterone is
another.
What's progesterone?
I don't know. It's like something you're low in. Like it's either your. When Dr. Perlman explained it to me, it's like you get too much. If you start creating too much of something, so you have to so when you take something else, it brings it down. Most of us when we're early perimenopause, when you're younger, you you make too much estrogen. So that goes too high. So the progesterone is supposed to bring it down or something. Don't fact check me on this one. So, and then the testosterone, I've always had low testosterone. You've had high testosterone. Testosterone's for like muscles. People think it's for sex. Maybe for men it is, but for us, it's like literally that's why you have such good muscles.
Well, Dr. Perlman told me that my testosterone high, so I must have a really high sex drive.
Yep, it's part of sex drive, but most of it is actually for your muscle mass and your like.
But I have terrible muscle mass in my arms.
Oh, but your legs, you've got muscles.
Like, what, does testosterone choose the side of the body?
Well, you're not going to just get muscles in your arms all of a sudden. You've never had muscly arms.
Right.
So your legs, though, you have very defined legs. You can get muscles without even trying. Like you have muscles without even.
Isn't it weird that it's on the bottom but not the top?
No, it's just where no.
Because if testosterone is good for building muscle, shouldn't
No, you're not going to go build muscle. You're just going to, where you're naturally got muscles, your legs are the strongest of everybody. So anyways, you do that, but then you have to get it checked all the time because everything.
Like how often?
I mean, realistically, you should probably go every 3 months.
So I should probably go and see if I need anything.
Yep.
And if I took something, and then maybe I wouldn't have problems. Not that my problems are very big.
I would definitely look. Yeah, you should. I wish everyone could get blood work. And then the thing is, the controversy with a lot of people is, I believe if you take estrogen, some people say it can lead to breast cancer if you have too much of something. But there's like, because hormone therapy used to be like a big hard no. But here's what I've learned from Dr. Perlman, who I feel like is the wizard of hormones. If you have too much of something and too little of something, it can cause problems. However, you have to get them tested all the time because your hormones are changing every single month. So like they're going to drop again. Everything's going to keep changing. So
it's like, who has time for this?
No one has time for it.
Right.
So that's the hard thing about it is it's not covered. If you go to your regular doctor, they'll look at your amounts and they'll be like, you're fine, because the amounts where you're fine are so big. But what you don't know is where you started and where you are, because the amounts of where you started to where you are could be such a huge like shift that it does matter to like your actual mentality and but if you're having symptoms, absolutely, or if you feel like you're not yourself, absolutely go and investigate what you can do, because I think that a lot of us are just going through these things and you're like, well, if your jaw is locked but never has been before, it's not like your stress is any different than it was 2 months ago and you didn't have this symptom. You can like put it to where your symptoms were versus where they are. And then a lot of people don't want to take like, because they put the cream in your hoo-ha. Like, I don't want to, it's weird. It's not weird. Apparently there's other ways to do it. The progesterone you can also do like that. I take a pill though.
Yeah, that feels easier.
But some people don't want to. I don't know how it works.
Right.
But your sex hormones, pretty sure that's here.
Right.
Because it's for like, for the female to get it back up in there.
Well, I just am like, because you're kind of like, what I was saying to you yesterday is, if it's perimenopause or it's menopause, I kind of like that because it means you don't really have a problem. It's going to eventually go away. So I hope that my mouth feeling sore is just perimenopause and that I don't have like bone disease. Do you know what I'm saying? Right?
I don't take that for you.
Bone disease.
I don't take that. You caring about that stuff.
No, because it hurts, but I don't want them to be like, oh, we've got a problem. Do you know what I mean? I want them to be like, oh, take this pill, you'll be fine.
Yeah.
I don't want it to be a problem.
Okay.
But I
mean, I'm not sure if your hormones are going to tell you if you have bone disease or not, but I do think that
it might. I have a night guard that's been waiting for 9 months at the dentist.
Well,
for me.
There we go, people.
I should try that.
We just did full circle. We went from, we just went to the bottom line of okay.
Yeah.
You just need to go get your hormones checked. Listen, it's not cheap.
I'm not going to do it alone.
I know. It's just.
That means we go together. And you're going to probably need a checkup.
I just did it. Right? I don't want to go every month.
Oh.
Listen, it's so much work. It is this maintenance of the next phase of life. And a lot of people I hear now at our age, like 43, 44, that age, are like, I'm gaining weight and I'm not doing anything different. Like, it's like, I'm even actually 40. Everyone's like,
don't they say like your metabolism slows down?
I think it's hormones. I really do, because the hormones I feel like make your body just go like, I used to crave sugar. Like it was like I was dying. I would scavenge. And if I didn't have it, I would go and find it. Like I'd go buy it. I'd borrow from someone else. I would make something. Like it was really crazy.
It's over?
I would say that it
comes.
I would say that it was something I had really low of. So your body is searching for the hit of what it needs. And whether it's the Vyvanse, I mean, the shit we're on now from what we weren't on to what we're on, I think here's what happens. You know, you were saying how, was I like this before? You ready for this?
Were you like what before?
I mean, like, did I have pain before? Did I have whatever before? What did I have problems before?
Problems.
I think that as you get older, your body's less good at helping you cope through it and battle like what you feel. And I think your body just begins to be like, I can't cope with this anymore. Like I'm actually not going to help you out. So the ache and pain that was sort of there in the morning after, like hangovers. So people are like, 21, you don't get hangovers. Now your body's you know what? I'm fucking tired. I can't battle back anymore.
That explanation of a body makes so much sense to me.
Yeah.
Like other than like hormones and menopause, it's like your body is like, I fucking worked so hard for you when you were young to help you fight all this shit. I'm getting a little tired. We might need some help.
I just can't cope the same.
That's a really simple way of putting it.
I just can't cope any longer. I can't cope the way I used to. Yeah. You need to support me in this. Yeah. And you just go and get your support that you need for your body that can no longer do it 100% on its own.
It's like RSV. It's like when you're younger, you don't die of a lung infection.
Do. Babies do. Like
babies and old people.
Yeah, middle don't.
In the middle, they're still fighting for you.
Yeah, I just can't do it. I learned a lot of that from like Olivia's concussion, that the coping mechanism, because her brain was trying to heal so much, that just what would be easier for her before became harder just because she couldn't cope the same. And I'm like, your body just needs some support. Like it's not that big of a deal. It's just tired for a minute. It just had a big day.
You know, side note of having, you know, my tennis elbow and my mouth pain. Overall, especially for someone, and I know this is not good and I do not recommend it. And I just saw a clip from Drew Barrymore's show, and she was talking to Jennifer Garner, who is the picture of health. And she said, what do you do to be like so like vibrant and all this? And she's like, cardio every morning. And Drew just like, she was like so mean, like lay on the couch like, fuck, I don't want to do that. She's like, I'm sorry, but I don't think if you don't do cardio like every day and get your heart rate up, I don't think you can be as like.
Is this a new day for you, Natalie?
No, it was just a conversation. I was thinking to myself, considering I don't want to encourage people to not exercise, but considering that I don't do very much and I know I need to, I'm not saying this is a good idea. I feel like, aside from a couple things, I think we both feel pretty great.
Yeah, I feel great.
Right?
Yeah, no, I feel great. I was at the gym this morning at 6:15. I went and did a workout. I know that's not to make you feel bad.
That wasn't my point. I was thinking.
I will tell you, Chloe came in at 5:30. She woke me up. She had a bad dream. I put her in my bed with me. I didn't kick Mark out, so she was in bed with me. She couldn't get comfortable. She's not someone I can lay on top of. And I went to the gym. And then at the gym, I was doing things and I saw younger people not being able to do the things. And I was like, I was kind of proud of
myself. Take a look at me now.
Because I've been working out now it'll be 2 years in January. 2 years, Natalie.
Wow.
Now, have I gone consistently sometimes? No. Do I fall off the wagon? Absolutely.
I would say overall it feels consistent.
Did someone get pneumonia for 2 weeks? No, I'm not 3 or 4 times a week. You know, the people who are like Jennifer Garner, I go every day to the gym. Like it's my mental health. I have to go for a run. You know, a lot of people say that it's my mental health. I have to go for a run. I don't feel that it's because I feel guilty if I don't go. We can talk about all the issues attached to that. You know what I mean? Fuck it. I hate that. I hate that shit. Not everything's an issue. You know what? I feel guilty about it. My dog's fat. What do you want? You know? That's a whole nother topic.
Let's just take a break. Can we talk about that for real though? For one, I want to talk about that after, but I would just be worried that if I worked out, I'd be too good.
Right.
It would be
problematic. Exactly. People would be like, you know what, Natalie, you can't come anymore.
Your energy is too amazing. It's hard to be around you.
So
you're too much.
I was there, okay? And there's a man, and he's so fucking sweaty. He's so sweaty. It's disgusting.
Is he always there?
I try not to go when he goes because it is. I can't. I'm like. I feel like 50.
Oh,
and
is he attractive?
No, he's disgusting. Like, no, I'm sure he's attractive, but he sweats so much that it like takes up a pool. I'm like, you need to go to the corner over there, and there needs to be a man corner because I'm sorry, you make noises and you sweat everywhere. And listen, I'm not trying to like sweat shame somebody, but I'm sorry if you sweat that much. Don't like. No one was beside him because I think everybody knows now how much he sweats and makes noises. And the instructor kind of laughs at me because if he's there, I almost left if I didn't find a spot that if it was beside him, I was like, I'm not doing this. This is disgusting. So he was beside me making noise. And
once I did yoga and a man made noise.
Then he makes so much noise. I'm like, shut up.
Is he tall?
No.
Okay.
It's so dark too. It's so hard to see. But I was like, get the fuck out of here. Like, mean, I know, but go to the corner. Yeah. I just have no time for that.
Know your place.
Know your place. You're a man. It's a whole bunch of women. Yeah. You sweat. You know you sweat. You know you sweat so much. Like, remember when we went to yoga and the sweat was dripping down the man's ball, like coming down like between, because you, at hot yoga, the Bikram men wear bikinis. In the classes I went, because I went to the hardcore ones, bikinis with nothing else. And I'm standing there and I'm trying to work out and I'm in Lulu's in a top. Listen, I'm not shaming men in bikinis, but the sweat was dripping down his balls like this, like front to the mat.
Give us a little bit more. When you say he's wearing a bikini, what is he wearing?
A banana hammock. A banana.
Catherine.
Yes.
Little shorts.
A banana hammock. His penis is in the banana. A banana hammock.
Is he a grown up?
Yes.
Is he older?
I don't remember. This is not recent. I did remember I've gone through like yoga phases where I've like gone
weird.
hard. So I did like that hot yoga before it was even like this thing, like this trend now. I did it like when I was first met Mark, which was forever ago. And I was doing yoga and I would look over and the sweat just dripping from his sack, like down, like straight down. I was like, oh my God. So I've had it kind of scarring and remember the balls off the seat. I've seen it. So men and me and working out, I think I need a lady only gym sometimes because the balls are everywhere.
I love that they have the lady floor at the gym now.
And the sweat is everywhere. And it's just there.
My jeans are being pulled up so high right now. They're right in between my vagina.
I digress. You want to talk about my vet?
Oh, okay. This is such a funny conversation. Kat was worried that there was something wrong with her dog.
My kids did.
Right, because there was a lump and she was kind of on her, apparently here, and she was
kind of a ball. It's like a marble. It feels like a marble.
And she was limping.
Because she doesn't like the feeling of it if it gets too big because it grows and shrinks.
Right.
So she'll limp if she and if she goes for a really long walk, she's kind of sore and stiff.
So we were all a little bit nervous because, when you go and you get something checked out.
She's 5.5. So, and she's a weird dog, like doodles can have weird things.
So we were kind of worried that there was going to be something that was going to happen.
Like they said goodbye to her. Like they thought she was dying.
Okay.
So I kept procrastinating. Like, I don't want to take her. If she's dying, I don't want to deal with this.
I don't want
to know. I'd rather you just like sail into the sunset.
Sail into sunset. One day she just doesn't wake up.
Yeah. I'm like, that's great. You're fine. Well, lo and behold. I walk into the vet, okay, and she does not want to be there. First, she says hi to everyone and like goes around, gets some treats. Not good. And then she goes into her room and she starts scratching the door to get out. I'm like, oh, sweets, we're here. We're stuck. Like you and I are in this together. So then the vet walks in and it's like, so why are we here today? And I was like, well, we have a lump. I was like, okay, where is it? And then I go, but it grows and shrinks. So I'm kind of tricky on this one. I think it might be like a histamine, like ball or something, because these histamine things grow and shrink. And so he feels it. And then he's like, let me look at her teeth. So he looks at her teeth and she's like,
would that be an indication?
No, I was wondering, but then I realized he's like, I'm like, oh, they're kind of bad. And he looks like she's got great teeth. I was like, because her breath is bad. Okay, I got to work on this.
So is mine. What teeth have to do with?
So he's like, well, here's the thing. I could take it out, but I'm gonna put her under, like pop it out and then stitch it back up. That's gonna be a lot of money. And I would have done her teeth if she needed her teeth, because sometimes they need their teeth like cleaned and fixed or pulled, like there's rotten teeth.
Oh,
and he's like, but her teeth are perfect, so you don't need that either. So he's like, I mean, she's just fat. And I was like, I was sitting there and I was like, what? He's like, she's fat. Like, she's just fat. Like, you lose some weight, she'll be fine. He goes, the other day, a dog walked in here. She was morbidly obese, he tells me. And I was like, okay. And he goes, and the owner wanted an x-ray on her hip because she was limping. And I said, I can charge you a bunch of money to do like an MRI and an x-ray. She's just morbidly obese. And I was like, because weight on dogs is very, very hard on their joints because
Oh.
their legs are small and they can't carry the weight. So
right.
so the hips and the joints, it's super bad. And
Don't you think that would be the same with humans though?
I'm not getting into that conversation. I'm talking about dogs right now. So he is like, she needs to go on, he goes, a calorie restrictive diet, and she needs to lose so much weight. So if you think about this, she's 49 pounds right now. She was 47 pounds in May. So she packed on 2 pounds over the summer.
What is she supposed to be?
38. So you think about 38 pounds. She is so overweight that it's like 12 pounds is so much when you only weigh 40 something.
So cute that your dog is overweight though. That's so funny.
Yeah. So he's like, we could do weigh-ins weekly, but he's like, give it 3 months. I'm going to give you 3 months. He goes, and it's way easier to do a dog because they can't open the fridge. And I was like,
oh my gosh, I love this. But tell
So
them
he
about the walking thing.
and he goes, and you're not going to walk your way out of this one. He's like, don't think you can feed her more and walk your way out of this one. I was laughing. I was like, okay, I'm not walking my way. And then he taught me how much I should feed her. He's like, the back of the bag is bullshit. He's like, here's what I'm going to do. This is your calories you're going to give her. Look at the bag, how much calories per cup. I was like, okay. And that's what she gets. And then you can get her 1 low-fat treat a day. And this is the low, or you can do 2 low-fat treats with less food.
Oh my gosh, did you see what someone said in the DMs? I thought it was so amazing. Her dog had the same problem and she started like giving it like lettuce and like vegetables.
I do. So I cut up cucumbers, blueberries.
Does she eat lettuce?
I have to see lettuce, but no, she loves cucumber. So yesterday she was whining for more food. So I cut up some cucumbers and I cut up some blueberries and like low fat treats in like his water, because I asked him about he's like, yeah, that's fine. Those are water treats. I was like, oh, okay, so I cut
What's
it up.
A water treat.
Like watermelon, cucumber, like things that are
those are fine.
low calorie. Yeah. So I cut them up.
Kat was saying that she takes the dog on a walk and you can't walk that off. Guys, it was cracking me up because I was thinking that
she was about to die.
It's like, but also it's like, when you're talking about an animal, it's like you don't have to be. The doctor doesn't they have to be so sensitive.
No, he didn't have to say like, you know what, let's check your organs. No, you're
also let's, before we put the dog on a diet, let's talk about their mental health.
No,
it's like people, like imagine doctors. I don't know because I've never been to the doctor where the doctor's been like, you're like overweight, you need to lose weight. Maybe they are more like that, but end of the day, if you're carrying too much weight, it's not good for your body.
I'm not getting into that. The dog.
I was just like,
I'm steering clear of that one.
I love how a dog can just, don't worry about the dog's mental health. But I mean,
dog, you're fat.
I can only imagine.
That's what I got. I was like, okay.
And your body, what do they say? Your body is made in the kitchen, not at the gym.
And I have he said that too. He's like, no, there's no amount of exercise. It's all calories. And I was like, okay. And I was like, it's my kids. And he was like, mm-hmm. And you're the mom. I was like,
I know.
She loves steak and pepperoni and hot dogs.
And salami.
She loves it.
Chicken and cheese.
She loves it. She loves it.
I know they love it.
Oh, she'd love a panini press. Can you imagine? She's so Italian. She loves a meatball. She's like, a burger. She's Italian. She'd love porchetta. She is such a little porchetta. She is a porchetta.
I just want you to know that when we got dogs, because I'm not an animal person, I got a dog and whatever. When you were going to take your dog in, there might be a problem.
Yeah.
And then my cousin, her dog's teeth were rotten, had to get them.
Yep. Thousands.
Okay. All of these things, regardless of the money, I don't know how to escape this.
Yeah. You have a small dog. You'll be fine. But she smells bad. That's tricky. Yeah. No, I know it's tricky. Dogs are tricky because you fall in love with them.
I just think animals are gross and they just get grosser.
I love animals. I love
Chi. I know, that's nice.
And we love Chi. I mean, Chi, she came down this morning.
I like her.
No, like Chi came up like and snuggled this morning in bed. She's like a person. She like lies here and looks at you. Like
mine does too.
Yeah, exactly. You should get into that because your kids are going to leave you. You need to get into dogs. What are you going to cuddle? You should really get into it. Can you imagine? Get a cute Chi, a baby smaller, even smaller. No.
Because then they just get sick and gross and old and then they die. And that's sad.
That's life. It's not that sad.
It's not?
No.
I feel like it's so sad.
It's part of life. You cry, you move on. It's really not that sad. No, it's not. I mean, it's sad for a bit, and then you realize they're in heaven playing with their friends.
Oh,
they have dog friends up there.
That's true. Right?
Yeah, I've had so many dogs that have died, and
how many more years do I have to go?
Lots. I think.
So my kids will be moving out and I'll have this
ye-
fucking aging dog.
Yeah, for sure. And then you love it. And then you get it like a stroller and stuff. And a baby.
No, I think it's time to go to a farm. You know what I told my mom this week? I said, I think that Tess is better treated by you. She loves you.
So she's going to go to your mom.
You guys would be great together. I think that we could come visit.
And what did she say?
My mom said, you're hurting her feelings right now because she's looking at you and you're hurting her feelings.
No, I don't believe in that either.
But I'm like, I think she'd be better with my mom.
Okay.
My mom is not offering.
Oh.
Maybe your mom. She seems like a yes lady.
Yeah, my mom's got my dog.
Sharon, she could just put it like in her purse or something.
Oh, because Tess would love that. And she hates car rides. It's tricky. You got a tricky one over there.
I don't know.
You're going to get through it.
I think I regret it a little bit.
Okay. I appreciate that honesty. And that's good for everybody to know that, it's all fun and games until you realize how long the investment is.
But I've never met someone. Well, I've heard of someone recently, but I've never met someone who's not like, it was so worth it. The love that
there's not being honest.
No, I think they feel like you.
I don't think no one's like Chi-Chi. No one. Nobody. No one can give. They give the love.
People love their dogs more than they love their kids.
Yes, I agree, but no one gives the love back like Chi-Chi. Like Chi-Chi's. Like I've never met a dog that is in love with people.
I know, but I don't find
they love the dog.
She doesn't discriminate. She likes everybody.
I know.
So doesn't that kind of make you feel less special?
No. My God.
Okay.
No, because we see her every day. We get that all day. I mean, if you come over to my house for dinner, she is going to lie in your lap.
If she was a little bit smaller.
Oh, speak of the devil. Here she comes. Oh, and she's
acting all. Oh, you gave her cucumbers. She's all active. What's in her mouth? Why is she acting like that?
Because she's got energy. Because she is no longer large.
Since yesterday.
No, it's been 2 weeks. I've had her on a diet for 2 weeks. She's been calorie reduced for like 2 weeks.
You went to the doctor yesterday.
I already knew she was overweight, and I knew that was the problem. I Googled the shit out of why her hips might be sore.
She was just so frisky.
She has so much energy now. She is feeling, we talk about it all the time. Her mental health is better.
Do we have a scale for her?
No, I can take her in there when she gets groomed. But no, she's already got a little bit of her figure back. Look at her head's more in proportion.
I don't like her collar.
Well, I didn't pick it out.
Like she should have like a preppy like.
Olivia thinks it's preppy, so I'll tell her. She'll be devastated.
Strawberries.
Oh, it's pink. Okay, guys, that was it. That was the roundup from menopause to my overweight dog.
Yeah.
She went back to bed. That was it. A little run and play.
Okay.